introductions to an
I thought he was
NFL
going to do
game,
that. He was going to wait till we was at the motherfucking loading screen out of the game.
You name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Yeah, that little Brave with Tone kind of got my defense right.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
This nigga's run game is tough.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Mm-hmm.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for a loss on the play. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Wilson to lock it there for the Seahawk 1st down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays.
Don't be scouting my shit, nigga. Yeah, I mean, don't be scouting my shit, nigga. Oh my God, that a touchdown right there, nigga.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I fucked it up, though. You see that? I was catching Tone with them little juke moves. I don't think he knew about all of that. You can't stop this run game no matter what you do, nigga.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Shift, move, all of that shit.
The 3, they got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
No, I had to pick what was available because the league is basically full. Like, these niggas is after it. Like, cause they little group me chat be popping all fucking day.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Play action. Now Wilson.
Got him, coach. Got him, coach. Ran downfield on that nigga.
In for the score. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want.
This nigga just missed a field goal.
I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had.
Fucking all Madden shit
right.
is
Puts
annoying.
that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have
I
worked.
looked away like it was automatically good. It was only a
This
little
is
bit
taken
off.
about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at
And you
the
gotta
25.
deal with this monstrous defense now too. Let's picky some shit, nigga.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And this first
Bobby
play will get
Wagner
him back
pimp.
to the 25, but that's going to be it.
How the fuck did he get to the
Officially
line
no
of
gain on
scrimmage
the
off of
play,
that?
and it's 2nd down.
Garbage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Ryan.
Yeah, we out here.
He's
We out
taken
here.
down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
He ain't looking too good. I don't know what the fuck
So the
this nigga.
sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan.
Come here, little dude. Come here, little dude.
They hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last
That's what
week
I'm
as he
saying.
sends
Like, he
this one
garbage. I don't know
away.
why. How you in this
Returnable
league
for
like this?
Lockett.
That was my fault. I
A
need
good
to
return
pause. I
there,
should have
call
kept
it
running.
13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the
Get you some
field.
tips.
I'm trash, so I'll take any type of tip if I ever get a football game.
Yeah, because I got that motherfucking audible and like pre-snap shit
So 1st and
perfected.
10 now from the 30.
Them tutorials is like this year and last year. Them tutorials is off the chain. Like they work real good.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I don't know what any of that shit means. That's how bad I'm at.
Play action. It's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series...
I usually do it when somebody be blitzing a lot.
Here's Wilson to throw.
That's garbage. I threw that ball.
Shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Nah, that was just that one
It's
little.
taken in at the 9. Very good return.
Motherfucking punter is off the
18
chain.
yards. And the
Beat the shit out
Falcons
that
will be
dude.
taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really
Gotta
couldn't
throw
get
that ball
anything
now,
going.
boy.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose
Anyway,
the field position
ACL
battle as a
or
general rule. What they're
I
looking
got
for
Seattle.
now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, you gotta throw that ball now, Pep.
It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
This motherfucking run game up on me.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
How is that? What kind of blocking is that?
As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm about to start doing. No, because they got the best
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to walk
run game in the league.
What
kind of throws you put in there? Yeah, they were the #1 rush team this year or whatever.
In great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yeah, that nigga that get blowed out every game, you mean?
Yep. Hey, I won a few.
To throw is Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I'll be scared to throw it over the middle. There's be too many interceptions on Madden, on all Madden.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll work this one up to about
go
the
for it,
38. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
A quick burst there, and he
They
nicely
got
bit
Cam
off.
out there
Pretty
too?
decent gain.
I thought that nigga retired. You don't need looking at my lineup, nigga.
I'm gonna holler at you in a little bit. You can watch some TV and then I'll be back on.
Alright, Joe.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll bring it up here to...
Yeah, I don't know what he's trying.
Right at the 40-yard line. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Here's Coleman on the toss.
Good tackle, young boy.
He'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boom.
No, they got rules. You can't go for it unless, like, until I think the 4th quarter, unless you pass the 50. And then it's got to be at least 3 yards. It's got to be like at least 4, at the most 4th and 3.
When you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
so all of that 4th and 20 shit is out the window unless you're down in the 4th.
You have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I don't know.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I've done all this shit. Open up this offense on this nigga.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing right at, and got his man.
Oh yeah, he caught that shit.
30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
You see that? I don't know how he caught it, but okay.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He probably thought I was going to be trash, too. Because I got to take advantage of his, take advantage of that a little bit.
To avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Shit out you.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Ryan.
He might have made a trade or some shit.
And it's incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Ready! Gun.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. 5 yards
I was expecting to run.
there, brings up 2nd down.
And then I hate when motherfuckers throw to the flats. That shit is annoying. Yeah, I don't think he good enough to do none of that. You know what I'm saying?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. throw again. He's going to wind up in air. It's
catching that throw.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
He'll try and run for
ooh, good spin move, my dude.
Take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Ooh, the juke. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I really feel like throwing this whole fucking thing. Well, the Seahawks had the #1 rushing game, or the #1 rushing attack in the league.
Up on 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll get to the 29-yard line.
There's the Patriots and the Rams.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man, it's Vanette. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Don't be doubting me.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett.
This nigga's super trash, dude. Super trash.
Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
He's scared of that run attack. So now I get to do whatever the fuck I want to do.
And send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Atlanta now.
No, because like before you came in there, I had like 3 big running plays.
But still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe pump
So
up
now
the
he's
pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
he's scared of the run.
See what they
So I
decide
get to open it up on him.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. From right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Yeah, put that ball in the air, Kent.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on second down, Ryan. Got his man over the middle. That's Jones. He is down deep into Seattle territory. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Nigga bring some extra help in that. Brought some extra help on that motherfucking protection. Oh, had a sack.
First and 10. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen.
Sit there and wait for
that
when
makes that play
over
really
to
nice
get an
timing
easy
play,
tackle
and
off.
sometimes it can break big.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. They come out here in the eye. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block. I'll take that.
So this will be
I didn't know they called that shit on
the
here.
offense backwards. Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Ryan. Dancing to his left. He'll get 11 yards.
I was about to put you in the hospital, pimp. You better die.
Quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Gun! Let's go!
He's going to get it running right.
Press
this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4
right,
on
Joe.
the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This is Coleman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
To throw is Ryan. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Connects with Sanu right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Second and 10 now. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone.
No way.
Before he crosses over out of bounds. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
On second down, here's Wilson. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing again here. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On second down, Ryan. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
21.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw is Wilson. He gets it to Baldwin. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
21. Hey, Tuesday.
Coleman. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle. In the 4th quarter. Play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Coleman now. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Falcons on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Michael Kendricks in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. They go play action now. Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's 3rd and short. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Wilson now off the bootleg. This complete to Lockett. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. the red zone now. Here's Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.